Hey y'all, so I'm here with another review of The Hype, HBO the Max. I said HBO the Max. HBO Max, The Hype, okay, season 2. Now, I apologize. I didn't do episode 3 just because every time I went to sit down to do it, something else happened. And I keep going back and then I run off and I do something else. And it just is what it is. And honestly, now that I look back at it, it's fine that I didn't do it. That one was about the skate. It was like skate wear type of thing. And what ended up happening is that Vel Beck at the end got removed from the show. Now I can't find nothing online about why he got removed. So if y'all know why, if y'all know the tea, please drop it in below. So I would like to know why he got removed. What did he do? Did it have to do with the fight that he had with Damo? I don't know. So that ended up happening, and because of that, nobody went home. I think Khan won that, even though I thought Knox should have won it that time around. But that's just that on that, so let's move on. Episode 4. Episode 4 is pretty much the Nipsey Hussle episode, okay? So when they first come in, everybody sees all of like the marathon and the Crenshaw clothing, well, the marathon clothing, and the crew necks that have Crenshaw going across it. So obviously, we know that this is going to be a challenge that's celebrating Nipsey and his clothing line and stuff like that. I love that Crenshaw sweater. Like, I love those type of freaking like sweaters, like, or shirts, whatever. They give me life. I love them so much. Nipsey's no, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't really listen to Nipsey's music prior to him passing. The song that I've listened to him, like the only song that I really know by Nipsey that I listened to before he passed was Double Up, I think. I believe that's the name of the song. But I obviously still knew who he was. And I'm not gonna hold you. When I found out that he passed, it felt like I listened to this man's music all the time. It was just so like out of nowhere type of stuff. It was really out of nowhere. And maybe also because I really, really, truly stan Lauren London. That's probably a lot of it too. And I just thought that like they were a cute couple, to be quite honest. But anyway, very sad, very freaking tragic situation. Super, super, super tragic, okay? And it's sad that it just keep happening, bro. That was 2019. P&B, may he rest in peace, man. We gotta do better out in these streets. But anyway, we're here to celebrate his life and his work and stuff. So they talk about the marathon and the clothing line and how that all came to be and stuff. So then they have pretty much come out. They have Black Sam and BH. Now Black Sam is Nipsey Hussle's brother, and I think BH is like, I don't know if I'm gonna assume he's probably like a friend or like a really, really close friend or whatever the case may be. Black Sam, to me, now this is not the first time I've seen Black Sam. The very first time I saw Black Sam, I literally almost had a heart attack because him and Nipsey look just alike. He literally looks like Nipsey, but just with like more of a full beard. It's very scary, to be quite honest, how much they look alike. But they pretty much was just there to talk about the origins of the clothing line, how they had wore the Crenshaw blue crew necks in the videos and how people was asking about them. So they made it, and then kind of we are where we are now. So pretty much the challenge is to make an item that shows pride and where you come from. So that's kind of what Nipsey did, so that's what they want everybody else to do. I think it's a 1-day challenge, yep, and the winner would get a collab with the Marathon clothing. So we kind of go through everybody. Everybody kind of gives us a little bit of background of where they're from. So we have Brian. Brian is, do I have to say their age? I guess I ain't really got to say their age. Brian is from LA. He has immigrant parents. He's from South Central LA, mind you. And he has immigrant parents. And he pretty much just talks about how, obviously growing up in South Central, very much so gang related, gang, bang, bang. You hear the streets go, ja, 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 all of that little nice stuff. No, not nice stuff, but y'all get what I'm saying? Anyway, he was never really into the streets. He was more so into clothes, so that's kind of where he put his passion. So we learned that about Brian. Then obviously Bart is from Brownsville. Shout out to my people. For real, I'm not lying, y'all. I really do have family that lives in Brownsville, so I'm like really rooting for him. Shout out to him. Then we had Khan, who's from Ohio. I don't know. Did he ever say what part of Ohio he's from? Because Sierra says she's from Cleveland. Did he ever say if he was from Cleveland? He just says Ohio, but that's fine if he do. Now they showed a picture because he was like, he actually did a collection that's kind of similar. He did one that was just pretty much based on Ohio. I need that collection card. That shit was so fire. That picture that they showed of the collection that he did, his own one. I need the jackets. I love a good jacket. Like, I love this leather jacket right here. I love a good jacket. His collection looked dope as hell. Super dope. Want it, need to have it, okay? Then we have Sierra, and she's from Cleveland, Ohio, and she talks about how hats are like a really big thing where she's from. So she kind of wants to make a garment that's pretty much out of hats. Which at first I didn't know what type of hat she was talking about. I was like, are you talking about like the type of hats, like, I ain't even trying to be funny, but like the one that people in Detroit, them type of hats, or like the player type of hats. Like, what type of hats was you talking about? But we find out later. Then we have Damo. Now Damo, he is from North Carolina originally, but he said that his style is more New York City, which we'll get to that and how I feel like that kind of hurt him later on, but we'll talk about that. And then we have Alexander, who is from Detroit, right? Yep, he's from Detroit. And I think he said he's going to do like a hoodie and some shorts and stuff. Now, the only thing, and everything that's in my notes is like in real time. So in my notes I had at that time, I was like, I hope that whatever he's doing, he's still making sure to, put in there like where he's from. Like at the time, that's what I was thinking. And then we have Knox, and Knox is from Elmira, upstate. I don't even want to say because she's not lying. And she talked about, how it's called the Zebra Town because there's so many freaking black and white people. Baby, when I'm telling you that whole time she was talking, bitch, I was crying. I was crying because my... Like I told you, I'm from New York, right? So my cousin literally just got out last year from doing time upstate. And the girls, the whole time he was in jail, the girls that he was talking to, well, he's talking to some light-skinned girl, but ever since he been out of jail, both of the bitches that he been with been white as hell. Baby, that shit really tickled my spirit because it's so true. It's so true. That's hilarious to me. So then also I put this as a side note. Right before we kind of went to everything else, when we actually like finished talking to everybody, I was like, yo, I actually like everybody's aesthetic here. I think everybody here is dope. Like how like a lot of times when it be like contests or like shows like this, it'd be like maybe 5 or 6 or 7 people left, and you'd be like, okay, well, I know it's going to get down to these 2 people. I can honestly say I don't know who it would get down to. Even with Alexander, I might not, his personal style or how he styles himself might necessarily be my taste, but I do recognize that he has an eye and like he's really gifted and stuff. Like, I was looking around the room like, bitch, all of y'all are really creative and y'all all extremely talented. Like, it don't even matter who wins. Y'all all, like, I'm not even trying to be cheesy when I say y'all are all winners. Y'all are all dope. So then Black Sam pretty much comes and visits, and he kind of goes over to everybody. So we kind of get to see a little bit of everybody's stuff before the drop. So like I said, these are my thoughts at the time, when Black Sam was walking around looking at everything. So, damn, why do it keep slipping up like that? So Alexander showed his stuff. I think, did he show it first? I'm trying to think. Yeah, Alexander showed his stuff first. And at first, all we could see was the Detroit on the front. And I didn't like that at first. I'm going to be honest. At first, I did not like it. Then we went to Con and we just saw like a little bit of his jacket. I loved the cut of his jacket at that time. Loved it so much. Then when it came to Barth, I thought that the jacket at the time that Barth had, I thought it was fly. AF, fly as fuck. And he talked about the 24, the B a little bit more, and pretty much how the B is like something extra that he kind of puts on all of his clothing. It's like an ethos type of thing. It's something like, even if you don't want the clothing anymore, you'll have this 24 karat gold B that, you can sell or do whatever the hell it is that you need to do with this. So that's why the B is important to him. And he said maybe he needs to explain that. And then we go over to Sierra, and she's making, the hats with her shirt. And she talks about how she did it based off of the men in her life that's very supportive, like her uncle, who unfortunately passed away. I think she said that time last year. So she just wants to make those people proud. So happy for her that she was working on that. And then Brian just talked about like just pretty much how he's a hardworking person, I guess, pretty much. Brian kind of getting on my nerves, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll tell y'all later about why he getting on my nerves, probably in another episode. So then it's time for the drop. So let's get to the close. Now, like I said, when I first saw Alex hoodie, like when Black Sam was talking to him, I did not like it. But when everything finally came together and it was done, I actually really, really, really liked the hoodie. I liked the graphic. I thought the graphic was really dope. I liked the fact that it was on the front and it was on the side. But I told y'all, I go up for a good jacket, a good coat, a good hoodie, because I'm always cold. So I went up for that. Loved it a lot. Now, I didn't necessarily love what he had underneath, like the bluish pattern, whatever the hell kind of thing that was underneath. I didn't necessarily like that, but I really did like the hoodie, and I feel like that was kind of like the standout piece. And I also like the fabric choice. The fabric looked like it was super, super comfortable. Really, really comfortable. But how could I forget the best part of Alex piece was the double hoodie. Oh my gosh. I love hoodies so much. The use for me of a double hoodie, baby, everything. I know some people be like, what's the point of a double hoodie? Girl, for me, it would be perfect. A double hoodie is great for so many reasons. First of all, sometimes you want a hoodie on, right? Because it's just like a light look. I'm going to talk for me at least, right? A double hoodie will work for me. It will be really good for me because, like I said, I'm always freaking cold. And so I always want a hoodie. So the hoodie like that, right? You can either have the whole thing zipped up, and that's for like if it's a little bit more chilly outside, or if you really just want to be snug like a bug, or maybe it's like raining or something like that, right? But when you unzip it, right, first of all, you giving yourself another look. Second of all, it's a little bit like it's a less of a layer, so it's not like as hot and might be a little bit more breezy. Like, I know to everybody else it's not that deep, but I'm serious about hoodies. I want the hoodie. I don't care that I'm not from Detroit. I want it now. I want it right this second, okay? And the judges love the hoodie too. The judges thought the hoodies was dope AF. I gotta stop saying that. Dope as fuck. So then we get over to Barth. And again, like I said when I saw it, when Black Sam came around, I love the cut. The cut of it kind of reminds me, is it this one? Is it this one? No, it's not this jacket, but I thought it was this jacket. No, but it's not this jacket. But I really love the fit of the jacket and the cut. It was like, it had like these little grooves and stuff like this, like going down on the side. But my main problem when I saw it, I was like, why is it all of this lettering on it? Like, it just brought it down all the way. Oh my gosh. The sweater was so nice. I'm really upset because it was a really nice sweater. And if he would have kept it simple, put it like this. If he would have kept it simple the way he did with the first sweater he did, the white one, and just had the accents here and there, or maybe a small accent here and there, he would have been perfect. Like somebody said, I think like Offset said later, if you would have just kept the Brownsville right there on the front, it would have been golden because the cut of the damn hoodie was everything. I want the hoodie minus all of the extra shit that's on, like all of the writing. It just made it seem like it was just really cheaply done. Like it was made correctly. What's the best way to describe it? Put it like this. It's like he went to a store, like a high-end store, and he bought that jacket and then took the jacket, went home, printed out a whole bunch of stuff, and then ironed it on. That's what it looked like. And I didn't like it, and it made me upset because I really like the cut of that damn hoodie. I'm pissed off. My mind's stopped. I'm just looking at the time, y'all. So, yeah, that upset me and my homegirls. I was really, really upset. And the judges said the same thing that I had originally put down. Because when I do, also, I want to say this, like, since I'm reviewing a show. When I do my notes, like I said, everything is in real time. But when it comes to the actual drops, I mute the TV and I turn off the subtitles so that I can kind of like make notes and judge the outfit myself. And then I run it back and I unmute the TV and then I put the captions back on so I can hear what the judges say. Because I don't want them like influencing like what I think. So everything that I be saying is what I think, and then I have what the judges think as well. So, but literally, I said the same thing when I saw it, and so did they. So it was too much wording on that. So then, we have Sierra, baby. When they showed this outfit, I did a little scream. I said, "Oh my gosh!" That's literally how I did it. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I need that outfit." First of all, it's giving me very much. We out here tripping and finesse. It don't make no. It's giving me that outfit that Cardi had in the Finesse remix video. It's giving that, and you know the reason it's giving that is because it's giving 90s. I told y'all my aesthetic. I normally give me myself, like if people ask me my aesthetic, I say New York, 90s New York. Think Brooklyn, not Harlem, more so Brooklyn, because that's where I'm from. Give you New York City 1990s. That's what my style is. So now that outfit was definitely giving TLC vibes, okay? It was giving very much so in living color. It was giving all of that, and I wanted it. I couldn't even tell. Like when she said hats, like I said, I wasn't even sure what type of hats that she was talking about. And I've seen people use hats before, like on Project Runway and stuff, and it just never comes across right to me. I couldn't even tell that the damn corset was hats until they actually zoomed in. So I love the colors, but my favorite part next to the damn pants, because the pants was giving me life, was the strap. It's just the strap, because the strap looked like it could be like kind of maneuvered in a lot of different ways. Bitch, you can literally pull off like 5 different damn looks with that strap. I really hope that strap was adjustable, because it looked like it was to me. It looked like it can kind of move, which to me was my favorite part. If I am remembering correctly, I need you to put that out. Or you can just I'm going to put my information below. So Sierra, if you're watching, or if anybody can tag her, please. I'm going to put my information in the link below. And I'm going to need you to DM me and let me know how much that is, because I need that like yesterday. Thank you so much. And when the judges came to it, the judges said that they loved it a lot. Even Marnie was like, it's giving me very much so 90s. It's very fun. It's very youthful. Oh, and the hoodie, bitch. Don't think I didn't see the hoodie. I want that part of the package too. I wanted the whole damn thing. Oh, I got my life. It was so good, so good, so good. Like, this was literally my favorite episode so far. Like, up to this point was my favorite episode. Everybody came with it. Then we had Knox, the jacket. Just the jacket. The jacket, everybody's jacket I wanted. Okay? That jacket wasn't probably necessarily for me, but that's something that like I would get like my boyfriend or something, or like, oh my gosh, like first of all, I wanted to touch it. I wanted to touch the jacket because the material looked like I don't know, but I wanted to touch it. It looked soft. It looked like money to me. Okay, loved the jacket. The pants, though, the pants were even better than the jacket. The entire look, top to bottom, because right before I started this video, I went back on all the episodes. Like, so this one I went back and I looked at the drops again just to make sure like it's fresh in my mind. That whole look, top to bottom, to me, was freaking clean as hell. And honestly, if they would have did like a blind situation, I would have thought that Khan made that because of how like clean and seamless and sleek it was. I'm like, come on with the versatility, Knox. Come on with the versatility. Loved it. The judge really liked it too. Offset was like me. It was like, I want to feel the daggone thing. They really liked it a lot. They liked it a lot. Then we have Cotton that came in. Now, I'm going to be honest, y'all. I didn't really like the hoodie. I really liked the pants, though. I thought the pants were super, super dope. But the hoodie was not necessarily I didn't really put it like this. I didn't like the the flower, like the lining of the coat or the inside, which was flower. But I know like the judges liked that. I know Black Sam liked that. I know everybody really liked the lining. I personally did not like that floral, but the judges did, and that's perfectly fine. But I will say that from a, like, I might have not liked the hoodie, but as an overall outfit, I liked it. Does that make sense? So like, I might have not liked the individual like piece, like as a standalone, but how he put it together, the outfit was really, really dope. Super dope. And the judges, they really liked the hoodie a lot, and they liked the pants as well. They also really liked the meaning that he gave about Ohio and the different things that he had put on the sweater as well. Then we had Domo. I thought the puffer was really dope, but the judges weren't happy because it was something that was on his rack. Like, I didn't know that you, well, no, I guess that makes sense. I guess that kind of makes sense. I was about to say, but Alexander did that, but I guess that was the first challenge, so it was okay. But anyway, the outfit, to me, it was giving belly. It was giving belly vibes. That's what it was giving me. It was giving me very much so Hype Williams, giving me very much so, why don't we just go to Africa? Like, that's what it was giving me. So it was giving that very much so. I did not necessarily like the cut of the shirt, but that's because I hate shirts that are cut like that for men. I hate the little high up cut. It's like kind of like a vest kind of, but I hate that. 50 Cent wore those type of shirts, and I hate them. But the biggest thing about his outfit is that I couldn't tell where he was from. Like, I didn't see, like, everybody, I didn't get into the details of everybody coming up and talking, but this mostly because everybody said what they said to Black Sam, and it's like, I could see the thread when people explained, okay, this is how that works. Like Sierra, it might have not had her whatever on it, but she had the hats incorporated into it, and that's how it kind of pulled in for her. But with Domo, I didn't see that, and that's what I put earlier. I was like, I didn't see how did it link in what he wanted, and the judges didn't understand it either. And they really were more so on the fact, like, you did not need the puffer. Like, you didn't need the puffer jacket at all. The outfit was fine without the puffer. I would have to disagree. I hated that damn shirt. He should have kept the puffer on, in my damn opinion. But that's just my opinion. And I think, I'm going to be honest. I think what it is that because he's from North Carolina, right? Like, and I lived the majority of my family's from North Carolina outside of New York. It's like New York, North Carolina, PA. That's kind of it. And I lived in North Carolina for 2 years too. So, as a kid. So, I can understand, depending on especially what part of North Carolina he's from. Like, it's kind of hard. I can see how it can be hard to maybe cultivate a style maybe that's necessarily like North Carolina. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't know what will be considered North Carolina style. But I feel like if you're born and raised there, you should be able to like pull from around you. And even if it's not like even if like wherever he's from in North Carolina doesn't have like a specific look or a specific like stick out identity, there's still other things that he could have pulled from, like for inspiration from his state as a damn whole to give us something. It's like what you gave us was like, I guess you're right, it did kind of give us like some shit that niggas would have wore in the late 90s and early 2000s in New York, but you're not from New York. You're not from there. So yeah. And then we had Brian who came through, and Brian's outfit was very LA. It was very I don't want to be racist. It was very much so giving me what do they call themselves? The Chicanos, what do you call them? I don't want to be rude. But the Latin people out there, that's what it was giving me. It was giving very much so that, okay? And of course, BH loved it. I was like, of course you're going to love it. It's very much so LA. It is very LA. That's the only thing I didn't like about Brian's outfit, is that I feel like it was like on the nose, if it makes sense for LA. Like, it wasn't really anything new. Like, it was the Dickies, the white shirt. Like, he wasn't really being innovative, I feel like, with it. Now, I do feel like the jacket was really dope, and mostly because of like the material and stuff and the little logo on the back and stuff. Oh, ooh, and the little zipper on the back. I love when y'all put zippers on the back of jackets. I think that that's cute for whatever reason. And then he talked about the jacket was fire, and the shirt And the way he explained the symbolism on the shirt was really, really dope to me. Now, I'm going to be fair. In my notes, I have that I felt like Brian should have won. But when I really think about it, I can see why he didn't. It wasn't really innovative, if I'm being honest. The shirt was really dope, though. But I do feel like Brian should have came in a close second. But anyway, now it's time for the judging. And everything that I said before, exactly what they said. They brought off Barth, and they pretty much told him your graphics was too much. You need to edit yourself. You have to edit yourself better. You go too far, kind of like how Alexander does at times. You gotta kind of rein it in and find a good balance. And then Marnie also said instead of doing the little B, you should do like a little ski mask look. I feel like that would stand out more, which I could kind of see that. I don't really know. You'd have to see what that damn ski mask look like. And then they brought Damo up and pretty much said that, in your work, we didn't see where you're from. We just didn't see any sense of community. And he was just, saying a lot of, and I tried to do this and I tried to do that. And pretty much what the judges said is what I said, which is like, I understand maybe you don't have something in particular that you can like say, yeah, this points out my city. But you did nothing to incorporate, like, you don't have an identity. Like, that's kind of what I got from what they were saying. Like, when they look at Domo's clothes as a whole, even if you take away the city part, right? Whatever city that you're from, there is nothing in your rack that shows me, like, I think Marnie said perfectly, or maybe Buffy said it. There is no, like, one thread that's throughout your entire, like, collection or work that shows me that it's you. Now, even with Barth, with his annoying ass beat, at least that's something that stamps him and stands out, and it shows, okay, that's his stuff. He just has to learn how to use it a little bit better. But I do agree that out of everybody, Domo has the least identity within his clothing, although his clothing is nice. So then that was just that. Marnie came down pretty much and said that this was the best one so far, which I agree. I loved damn near everybody's stuff for real. And Khan won, and then the person that went home was Domo. And again, they pretty much told him, you went home because he has to gain a voice and he has to grow and like get an identity for himself and within his brand, which I agree. I want the outfits, y'all. I want Sierra's outfit so badly. Like, I'm serious. Who else? Barth, give me the jacket or please, I want the sweater. Just take the lettering off. Take the lettering off, please, for goodness sake. And Alex, I want the double hoodie. That's it, y'all. I'll be back for episode 5 because I think is the next one the kids one, because that's like my favorite episode. Hold on. Is that the kids one, y'all? Yes, the kids one. I'm doing that next. All right, bye-bye.